Good morning. It's day 57 of my through hike. I stayed at Pine Swamp Ranch Shelter last night. Got in sort of in the middle of a downburst of rain, but it's a nice shelter. It's actually got a fireplace in it, which was a great spot to be last night. And I'm off for 18.5 miles today. Got 2 big climbs in there, but you know what? A couple big climbs aren't going to kill me. None of the rest of them have. Don't know if y'all are going to be able to see this, but it is currently snowing a little bit. They called for rain today. Apparently we're getting snow instead. As you can see, this is like haute couture. It's been sort of snowing, raining, icing on and off all day. Not enough to actually justify like putting on the jacket and dealing with that warmth, but it's enough to be annoying, so poncho style. I'm like less than a mile away from where I plan to stop tonight, and it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm thinking I might push on further. There's another shelter 6 miles up, but it's another 1,000-foot climb to get there. There's also a couple of tent sites in between, one of which has no water and is in the middle of a pasture walk. So I don't know if we're actually allowed to camp there. The other is got water, but it's sloped, so I need to make the decision. Do I want to sleep flat or do I want to not have to carry water? And we'll see what that decision is. Good morning. It's day 57 of my through hike. Rained last night and I was tenting, so everything's a little wet. Actually, my rain fly dried off overnight, but the bottom of my tent soaked through a little bit despite using a footprint. So that's fun. Gonna have to dry that out at some point. But today I'm doing about 21, 22 miles. To be determined depending on what stealth site I go to. And yeah, another couple of big climbs, because whoever said Virginia is flat is a liar. Currently just filtering water before the climb today, or the first of a couple climbs today. And one thing they don't tell you about Virginia is that you're going to be doing some water carries on these ridges because there's no water on the ridges, obviously. And today's water carries for this one's about 10 miles, so I'm carrying a little over 1.5 liters. I honestly don't drink that much water, which should be concerning, but I'm too cold to care. It's not supposed to be this cold. Alright, we're coming up on a creek crossing that has the bridge out, and they said your options are either ford it or take the high water alternate marked by the orange ribbons. Given how much rain we've gotten in the last couple days, I'm taking orange ribbons and choosing life. So I was wrong. Those orange flags were not the alternate. The alternate is in fact a road walk. It's about a 4.5 mile road walk, if I'm doing my math right. Would actually get me to where I'm going tonight a lot faster and avoid a lot of elevation gain. So I'm very tempted to do it. Because where the orange flags took me, I'm pretty sure I'm capable of fording there. But just fording solo makes me nervous, so I think I'm going to be taking the high water alternate. So I just finished that 4.5 mile road walk. I'm now at Trout Creek, which is where my group was originally planning to camp tonight. Given that it's like 4 o'clock and I'm here, I'm thinking I might push up to the shelter. Apparently there's a good tent spot like 0.1 past it. My shins did not like the road walk, I will say that much. This is an issue I frequently have, so why I don't love road running. But I'm gonna take it easy, take a quick break, give them till like 4:40 to show up, and then I'm gonna push on. So I think I mentioned this already, but I decided to push on. There's a shelter, well, I'd say right here, but it's 0.3 off trail. And there's not a whole lot of tent space there. So I'm actually gonna push on another 0.2 to a meadow, apparently, that has some very nice tenting space and has a couple of springs there. Far out comments were 50-50 on how good the springs are, so I did pack out 2 liters of water. And tomorrow morning I start my not my calendar Triple Crown. I start my Virginia Triple Crown with Dragon's Tooth first thing in the morning, along with 700 miles first thing in the morning. Morning, it's day 59. It's a little late for me to still be in my tent, but it's kind of sprinkling rain and windy and gross this morning. So I'm trying to give the weather a chance to improve before I head out, especially because I'm only doing like 14.5 miles today. Heading up to Dragon's Tooth, which is why I'm trying to wait for the weather to clear up. Apparently the descent out of there can be kind of sketchy if it's rainy, and I'm just like, naturally it's gonna rain the day I do it then. So kind of chilling in my tent for a little bit, taking the chance to rebraid my hair, and we'll see what the weather holds for today. Let it be known that once again it is snowing out here. Not amused. Not amused. And proof, here is snowflakes on my gloves. Here there be dragons. Tooth, at least. So, rock climber slash scrambler slash mountaineer's review of that last mile coming down off Dragon's Tooth. Not terrible. I mean, sketchy certainly if you don't have experience doing it. But I wouldn't say it was any harder than like Precipice Trail in Acadia. Definitely easier than Cinepot out in Glacier. So, I mean, I can see how it'd be scary if you don't have experience doing these things. But for me, I'm sort of like, okay, this feels like New England. Let's go. A big perk of Virginia having so many road crossings is that there is trail magic everywhere. I've gotten trail magic the last 3 days. Wind. So today I got trail magic from Applesauce's friend, Applesauce, who was waiting for her to come across the trail crossing. Yesterday, a couple day hikers gave me some cookies. Bless them for that. That made my day. And then 3 days ago, I met Good Boy and his dog Molly right before the Kelly Knob climb. And he had like Fritos, candy, soda, beer, all hiker goodies. And I was just like, I needed that before this climb. So Virginia, you're trail magicking me well. I'm very grateful for it. Walking through a cow pasture. We got a mama and her calf. I'm gonna walk out the side and give them a bit of a wide berth because mamas can be protective. Hey guys. Made it to Catawba Mountain Shelter. This is the last shelter before McAfee Knob. Gonna set up here. I'm actually tenting here. There's a nice big tenting area. Not super flat, super rocky, but it'll do. Good morning, it's day 61 of the Thru hike. We night hiked up to McAfee Knob for sunrise, and now we're gonna watch the sunrise from here.
Please don't fall off the rock. She's doing a video for YouTube real quick. Do y'all want any other actual photos before we go? No.
So, didn't record the rest of that day. Finished up the Virginia Triple Crown with Tinker Cliffs, which was absolutely beautiful, but was sort of in a funk all day. I'm now at the Super 8 in Daleville, and I'm gonna run off and do some grad school stuff the next couple of days. We're admiring photos from this morning, but you're not gonna see a lot of me hiking the next couple of days. It's gonna be a little bit of house hunters. So like I said, didn't video much today, but tacos. Ran to the gas station and found me the biggest freaking Kit Kat I've seen outside of Hershey. Day 62, Mom, for the YouTube!
Hang on. Hello. Hello.
I missed you.
I missed you too. Let's clear this up.
My very wonderful mother brought me my favorite ice cream. It's from this little ice cream stand in New Jersey. The flavor is called Huckleberry Buckle. And as you can see, I did not wait to absolutely demolish the pint of this thing. It's day 60 something of this. I'm officially 2 months in today, but apartment hunt is going well. Nothing's actually open on the day that I'm here, which is incredibly frustrating. So my mother and I just went shopping, which was very fun, and I got some fun little summer trail related, some are just my other hobbies, which include D&D related things, and I'm having a lot of fun out here. But we did a little bit of shopping while we were here. I got a gift for a friend who just had a baby, some cards. This one just refers to my D&D playstyle. This one's for a friend, and just cards in general are nice, and just absolutely beautiful watercolor and print of McAfee Knob that I love. That's gonna go in the apartment, and more socks because I always have a need for more socks. Good afternoon. It's day 63 on my Thru hike. Just said bye to my mom. Sir. Maybe I'm a little more composed now, but I'm really not. We'll see what I'm doing today. There's a shelter at 11 miles that doesn't have a water source at it. Or there's a shelter at 18.8 that was sort of the goal, but it's already like 1 p.m. I don't know what I'm doing. I already miss my mom.